Home prices in Minneapolis just changed again. If you're not watching closely, it could cost you thousands. If you're thinking of buying or selling in 2025, here's the update that you need to know. My name is Steve Leth with eXp Realty. I've helped dozens of families navigate this crazy market. Today, I'm going to share with you some of the local numbers so you can decide if buying or selling in 2025 or 2026 makes sense. If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel for any future market updates that will come out. Now let's dive into those numbers. All right, let's go ahead and jump into these July 2025 market statistics and data here for the Minneapolis suburbs. I've got a list of markets that we're going to take a look at here today, from Elk River to Big Lake, Maple Grove, Rogers, Zimmerman, Ramsey, Plymouth, Anoka, and then we're going to get a little further out of the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. We're going to hit Northfield. Then we're going to go all the way down to small town USA, and we're going to just touch on Kasson, Mantorville really quick as part of this market snapshot as well. We're going to look at three numbers that kind of tell a story here on the data. So average days on the market, how long homes are sitting before they get an accepted offer. So average days on the market. And then price trends. We'll see which direction, up or down, the home prices are moving for those market segments. And then a list to sale ratio. So that's basically just saying, hey, we're going to put the home on the market. We're going to list it at this price. Say that the Elk River example here at the top, average price point was about $402,000 as far as where that price was sold, but they listed at $445,000. So we listed at $445,000. It eventually sold at $402,000, and that right here, and that almost second to last column is the sale price to the list price, about 90% on average for those 3 months. It's a 3-month window ending in July. If you list your house in Elk River, on average, you took about a 10% discount on that. About 90% of your list price is what you got on there. So those are the numbers that we're going to talk about and kind of hit on some of these here today. So let's just kind of jump in and take a look at each of these submarkets individually. So again, we talked about Elk River here at the top, about 126 days on average that these homes are going to be sitting on the market here. So you list your home, you want to be really upfront with the seller and say, hey, on average, you're going to see homes that are going to be sitting on the market. We may not get an offer for 126 days. What can we do to help improve that number? How can we get offers in that first week, the first weekend, the first 2 weeks, the first 3 weeks, and have those discussions and expectations about where we're going to fall with our price point, marketing, and things like that. All right. And then again, of course, we talked about Elk River here as well, getting 90% of the sales price when you list it. And then the pricing trend right now, it's trending pretty even, about a 1% increase in price year over year. So it's pretty flat here in Elk River right now. That's just the trend that we're seeing all of a sudden over these past 90 days. We'll jump down to Big Lake here really quick. And you can see average days on market in the Big Lake market, which is right next to Elk River, just west of us here. Homes there are staying on the market for about 70 days right there. And also you're seeing about 10% sales to list price as well. So very similar in the sale to list price, but they're staying on the market just a little bit less. But then look at this price trend here in Big Lake, 30% increase in sales price is where this is trending right now in Big Lake. So that is a big year over year price increase. It's not the biggest one on the list, but it is right up there. I think if you jump down, you can see the one in green here for Anoka at 30, almost 32% of an annual price increase year over year. Is where that trend is what we're seeing there. And that's again over 90 days where we're trending for home prices. Maple Grove, you can see here, has the most homes that were sold here on the list. Average price, again, they listed about $529,000 and sold right at the $500,000 mark. About 71 days there on average, and a little bit better on the sale percentage to list price, about almost 95%. So maybe about a 5% discount on your home there in Maple Grove. Rogers Market, just south here of Elk River, kind of northwest of Maple Grove, and pretty similar numbers here to Elk River, except the one thing in Rogers that we're seeing is this annual pricing trend right here of 5% on that pricing trend. So actually looking at is trending down. Prices in Rogers are trending down here in the past 90 days. You can kind of see Zimmerman, Ramsey. I'll kind of just jump to a couple that kind of stick out. And one that sticks out, I think we talked about just a little bit here, is we'll talk about Anoka. So Anoka, you will see that their list price is $364,000. So if you look at this list, you'll see 400, 400, 529, 490, and then you'll see Plymouth, right, 628,000 price point. These are average list prices. And then you get Anoka at 364,000. So you can kind of see the difference in the average list price and sold price here amongst all of these towns and everything. You'll see Anoka on the list is the lowest on the average price point. But that price is trending up, so 32% year over year is where that prices on your homes are trending. So that's one of the largest increases that we have on the list today. And then we'll jump out to a suburb, not a suburb, it's about an hour south of Minneapolis, and you're looking at the town called Northfield. And in Northfield, home prices on average were listed about $445,000, and they sold at $417,000. So they got almost 94% of their list price. And then home prices in Northfield are trending almost 25% higher year over year is what we're seeing as a trend there in Northfield. Active homes for sale is about 39 homes listed there in the Northfield market. And then we'll jump down. This is a small town in southeast Minnesota, a town called Kasson Manorville. You can see that their active number of homes was 14 homes that are active, but solid price point there, $447,000 on the price point that they listed at, but they received $350,000 for the sale price. You can see that's a large discount there. It's one of the largest discounts that I see on the list. So less than 80%, so a 20% discount on the home from the list price to what it's sold at. With 14 homes on the market, you can see that this absorption rate right here is that in less than 2 months, about a month and a half, if no other homes were to come on the market, there would be no homes for sale as quickly as about 45 days. So that's what that absorption rate number means right there on that one. So those are some of the numbers, just kind of quick run through those market data points with you on a few towns. Again, if you don't see your neighborhood on this report, go ahead, drop a comment down there. We will do an analysis for you on that. If you have anyone that you know that was, you know, might find these numbers important or interesting to them, you can go ahead and share that with them as well. These are probably some numbers that they should need to know if they're definitely thinking about making a move here in the next few months. So I appreciate everybody jumping on here and taking a look at this again. Go ahead and drop a comment in the below if you want to see your specific town on the list, and I'll put that together for either next month's segment or a special one just for you. I appreciate everybody hopping on here today, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Hi, this is Steve right back at you here again. And if you are a homeowner and you just kind of went through some of these numbers and you want to know specifically what your home value could be worth in this market in your area, what we do is we provide that for you. No strings attached, no cost, obviously, for something like that. Just super helpful information. There's going to be a link down in the description. You can just click on that and we will start working on that. It's going to tell you a snapshot of the city, the location that you're in. Then we're going to drill down. We'll see what homes that are very similar to yours are selling for, what they're being listed for, how many days on the market that they're taking to sell, just so you can be prepared if you were thinking about making a move in the next 3, 6, 12 months or so, and you have all the information. If that makes sense for you, we're going to provide that information for you. So thank you so much for stopping by, taking a look at the information. And if you want some more specific details for you, go ahead. Link is down in the description. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.